guys, I'm Elizabeth Lopez, registered holistic nutritionist and master trainer, and today I am here with Akua and Charlene. Hey. These two, you guys, if you guys have watched the videos, you know I love to make some of my Hourglass girls victims or volunteers to show you guys how to do things. So these are two awesome girls from the program, and they're going to show you how to warm up for your leg day to make sure you're getting the maximum out of all of your booty building, you know, efforts. There we go. This is video number 5 today. The reason that you're gonna wanna actually take some time to do a proper warm-up is if things are not released properly or activated properly, you're really not gonna get the most out of your workout. So taking like 4 to 5 minutes before you actually start your leg day could mean like everything to actually seeing some booty building gains, So what we're gonna start off with is we're gonna show you how to release your hips. And I actually love doing this with a hard medicine ball. So each of the ladies, so Akua and Charlene, they both have a hard medicine ball. Some medicine balls are made of sand or they're just soft. You wanna make sure it's actually very hard, like if you were to bounce it, it would bounce back. And they're gonna put this right into their hip, like right there, okay? And then they're going to get into position. It's actually generally quite painful. If it's not painful and you are the person in the world that does not have tight hips, then good for you. But most people, when they do this, their face looks something like this. Show us, Charlene. Pretty much. Reasons that you'll want to do this, just to make sure you're understanding the full need of this warm-up pre-leg day, is especially if you sit for a good amount of the day, the hips can tend to get tight. If the hips are tight, it tends to inhibit the glutes, which means that it is hard to use them or activate them when you're actually trying to do your leg day. So your squats, your deadlifts, your kickbacks. If your hips are too tight, you're gonna have trouble, especially things where your back leg is elevated, like a Romanian, Bulgarian split squat or a back leg elevated deadlift or step ups. Any of these things, you're gonna be like, why does this feel tight? And it's just because it is tight. So this is a good one to release before. How does that feel, guys? Good? Yeah. They have a funny sense of good. Usually painful is the response I get, but I'll take good 100%. So they're done with that one. The next thing is, and this is something that I'm always working back and forth with my chiropractor, because there's different people in different modalities. So as me as a trainer and my chiropractor as a chiropractor, I definitely respect her opinion as far as prep, and we kind of chit chat together. And she talked to me a while ago about not doing full foam rolls pre-workout, and I looked into this a bit, and I actually really liked what she was saying about this. So what we now do is we do scan rolls rather than full foam rolls before. So these ladies are gonna show you what a scan roll might look like. Akua is holding a grid foam roller, and you can see it has the different bumps and long bumps, and where Charlene has the beginner one right now. Not that she's beginner, she's just showing it to you. This is, she's not. This is called, they call this the Eva where I got it, but it's basically just a relatively flat, slightly softer foam roller. And then they both have the very mean rumble roller. And when I say mean, the first time I went on it, I actually thought it was like a joke toy. I didn't realize it was actually for real. Like you're supposed to, I was in so much pain, I almost died. But anyways, they're gonna show you what scan roll looks like, which is basically what it sounds like. You're just doing a little roll, scanning for knots. You're not trying to roll out your whole leg and go back and forth for quite a while in different areas, because what can happen is it can get all the tightness out and just kind of release it to the point that when you're trying to actually work out, you find it harder to activate and flex well in your workout. So basically, we do not want to do that. We just want to kind of find those knots that are inhibiting us getting a good workout and getting a good pump. And see how they're just, I think you guys have both found a knot, it looks like? Yes, they've found a knot, and they're just kind of sitting on it. And when you find a knot, you can kind of sit on it, or you can just do little teeny tiny kind of back and forth to try to get rid of that knot. But again, we're not releasing everything. We're not just, can you show them what not to do pre-workout, or not necessarily what not to do, because it's science. Science is always changing, but what I've learned right now is not to do is they're just roll back and forth, up and down your leg. Obviously, we wouldn't go over joints. We're not going to go over the knee or anything like that, but I would prefer you guys not go back and forth quads and hamstrings and ITs and everything, you're just gonna find those knots. So they're really finding knots on their quads right now because they haven't left their quads. They found their knots, they've done the good scan. But generally you can look for knots on your quad, your hamstring, your inner thigh, or your abductor. So the rumble roller, I'm just gonna... They didn't really need to go on it, but I just thought you should see how challenging it actually is. Are you done? So I would say if you want to do a full roll, good luck. Go, Charlene, go. Get your weight in there, girl. I know. Hey. If you really want to go for it, I would say post-workout, if you want to roll out your whole leg and everything like that and just really release it, by all means, post-workout is a great time to do held stretches and full rollouts and all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, pre-workout, I like to just kind of look for those knots and then move through the movement. So once you're done with your releasing your hips and releasing small parts of your legs, we're gonna move on to the dynamic movement. Okay, so dynamic movement is what it sounds like. You are moving dynamically. So let's show some examples. So right now they're gonna do hip swings, which I love. Go ahead. So hip swings, you wanna just kind of start light, and then you're gonna get a little more, I don't know if the right word is aggressive, but that's what I say in class. You're gonna get a little bit more aggressive with the swings as you start to get warmer. And you're just trying to get that stretch through the hip as you come back, and then through the hams and the glutes as you come forward. So both directions are part of the stretch. Let's get a little more, get deeper, get in there. Can girls, up. How high can we go? Good. So I would do like 5 or 10 of these per side, and we call this sagittal, okay, or forward in the sagittal plane. And then we're also gonna do lateral. So hold onto the wall with both hands just for a nice grip. And now we're gonna do lateral or to the side. And again, same thing, they're gonna start off a little bit light, and then they're gonna get deeper. Good. And you don't wanna control the movement, you really wanna swing. Like literally swing that leg. How high can we get it? Now that they're getting a little bit warmer, they swing a little bit higher. And then mainly we're focusing on the up and out to the side, or the abduction. Good. And then they're gonna do the same thing, about 5 to 10 per side. Love that one so much. It is always part of the drill. So now they're gonna go to side lunges, which is good for kind of opening up the hips. So we're gonna remember it. All right, we're going in the side to side. Good. Now we wanna make sure that our knee tracks our second toe. Good, so we're just kind of going side to side. We're always continuously moving. I'm not a huge fan of held stretches pre-workout. I like moving stretches or dynamic stretches pre-workout, and we save the held static stretches for the end. Then we're gonna put our hands on the floor, and we're gonna get deeper now and deeper. And as an ex-dancer gymnast, we would get right into like booty right towards floor and heel coming up. Yeah, you know how to do it, you know how to do it. So we're getting right into, yeah, and really get in low. Good. Feet a little closer together because you want to make sure that knee stays safe, kind of tracking as much as it can. Can we get low? Can we get hands on the floor and get really low? Woo! And then you feel that stretch, isn't it nice? Okay, we're gonna move on to a really relaxed stretch. This is called a windmill. This is from Pilates. So they're gonna lie on their back. And this is for the thoracic spine. It's really nice. It feels really good. Hands at your side. And you can do this even if you're back. Go ahead. So hands spread out like so. Yep, knees up. And they're just gonna kind of just thread side to side. Yeah, sorry, kettlebell in your way. Of course, it's like a 90-pound kettlebell. There you go. Perfect. And they're just gonna do that. Again, you can do it like 5 to 8 times, and you can just control it through the abs and feel this. Doesn't it feel nice on your spine? Just feel good. And if you need to, like in between deadlifts, if you want, you can kind of jump into this. And this is the windmill. Very good. We're gonna move into the moving calf stretch. So we're gonna get one of them with hands on the floor, and one of you guys can do hands on the wall, just to show the difference. And what we're trying to do is we're just trying to get one, just a little bit of a moving, make sure we're always moving. So just kind of up and down. So heel comes up, heel comes down. Good. They forgot. Basically, so we're coming up and down and up and down. So it's kind of chill, and we're just mainly we want to get the calf stretched out a bit, but we also want the ankle mobility. So they're trying to also lightly and progressively drive their heel towards the floor, because when you're doing things like squats and that type of thing, if your ankles aren't mobile, you're gonna have a little bit more of a hard time getting into those squats. There's also work that you can do with bands, but I'm trying to do less equipment if possible that you guys may not have. And while a lot of people have foam rollers and booty bands these days, not a lot of people have strength bands. But if you do have strength bands, look up ankle mobility plus strength band and you'll find some really good ones, or maybe we'll show it one of these days. But that's a good one there. Okay, so we're gonna move on to activation now. So activation, they're gonna throw on their booty band, which they are very well versed in. You guys know all about the booty bands. Yay, favorite. Okay, and they're gonna start off, so now we're actually going to activate the bum, which we have a whole video on. Maybe we'll place it here somewhere. It's a very popular video on our channel, which gives you a full activation routine. But we're just gonna do a short one. So they're just gonna do side to side walking. Good, so nice and low. Good, and their knee is tracking their second toe. Let's even have a little bit of fun. These are two different ways I like to do it since they're clearly confused at the moment. So let's get Charlene to come back over here. Charlene's just gonna go side to side, right, left, right, left. So you're just gonna go and right and left. While Akua is gonna go left, 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 left. You're just gonna go in a little circle, and she's gonna stay on the same leg. And then the camera person's gonna say, Akua, stay in frame. But I sent her out of frame. Yeah, she's gonna keep going on that same leg. And you could do, we're gonna get Akua to do like maybe 10 reps all in a row on one leg, and then 10 reps all in a row on the other leg. Whereas Charlene, maybe she's in a tight space like in her living room and can only go side to side, but Akua's maybe at the gym right now and she could do 10 in a row. I prefer this one where you're doing multiples in a row because I feel like it just burns that side a little bit more, right? A little bit more challenging. Notice that both of them had the good form of staying in squat the entire time with their chest up and their core in. I should have gone and given you little sucker punches, but I didn't think about it. And their bums were back and their knee was tracking their second toe. Can we just show knee tracking the second toe and just get a little close up on that? So when they're doing this is the most important part of it, that their knee is wide and it's trying to track right here, because what happens with the booty bands is people do, can you do the walk all with your knees in like this for me? And do it? Yeah, this is what I see all the time. And you know what that says? I don't want to work my bum. I don't want to do it. The pushing your knees open is what works your bum. So if you want to work your bum in with your booty bands, then you should open your knees, because that's the whole point of the exercise. There you go. Okay, so next we're going into clamshells. And if you've been on this channel, you'll see clamshells on various videos because it is that important for activating the bum bum. Here we go. Point the toes. Good. Dig, literally dig your top foot into your bottom foot, toe and heel. We do booty blast in class a lot, which is why Charlene is trying to just lift everything. She's like, I just want a booty blast. That's what I'm used to. Okay, so she wants to have her hips stacked, which keep going, which means one hip is on top of the other versus, ready? Leaning back. No, leaning back and doing this means you're kind of working like in here, and you're not working here. Let's just say there's very little booty engagement when you lean back, which is what you want to do. So instead, you want to be way up here. I love being aggressive with them. I don't know what my problem is. You should see me in class. One hip on top. Let's go. One hip on top of the other. Toe and push. Push aggressively your foot into your other foot. See, now I feel it. Like with my hand right here on her bum, I can feel the shiver of the glute muscle. And she's gonna drive her knee open and flex her bum with all her might. Good, and Akua, same thing. Yes, okay. And that is our clamshell. So again, you could do like one set, just 10 per side. You're just trying to wake it up. Just say, wake up glutes. We're about to do a leg day. Let's get prepared, right? Do you actually say that when we're doing it every day? Okay, it's fine. Oh no, it's time. Okay, so finally, getting towards the end of our warm-up. It's a few steps, but each thing has its place. We're now gonna go into more of the ballistic, okay? So now we're gonna go through the motions of the workout, or kind of like a warm-up set. So I like to do first, just let's pretend on a leg day we're gonna do deadlifts, for instance, because deadlifts are a big part of leg day. So I like to do this little warm up prior to deadlifts, and it's just kind of like, it's not the motion of a deadlift, but it kind of makes my hamstrings feel like I'm about to do deadlifts, yeah. So keep going. To do this, because it's kind of one of these, you know, you're just like, I don't know. And I know that because I watch girls in class and they're like, they're all over the place. That's okay, I'm about to do it with you. So what you want to do is do this with me at home, right? Stand up. We're going to put our left foot and make it stationary. This is not going to come off the ground. I'm going to dig my right foot forward, and now I'm going to tap it back, and the heel comes up. This one stays stationary. I feel like we need like pokey poke, and you do the pokey and you turn yourself around. I don't know why. I just made this video really childish, but it's not. It's actually an important video. Now that I'm starting, oh yeah, now that I'm getting the motion, now I want to make sure that my hands are always on my bent leg. Why? Because if I push on this leg and it's straight, that's a little bit of pressure behind my knee. Not ideal. Not what we want. So here and here. Now while I'm doing this, I'm driving my glutes up. You feel that? Yeah, you drive the glutes up for the stretch. Drive the glutes up. Booty to the sky. Now we are feeling our hamstring. Yes, the hamstring stretch. So good. Final part, warm-up set. So these are the weights, the big ones, that they're actually gonna do for their kettlebell deadlifts, but I got them to get 2 mini kettlebells for them, which are 8 kilograms each, so 18 pounds each, so like a almost 40-pound deadlift, which is definitely a warm-up for these 2 ladies because they are strong. And go ahead. So kettlebell deadlift, boom. Boom. And I want them on the floor, so I want them pick up and put them down. Yes. And pick them up and put them down. And a little bit more down, up, a little bit, yeah, there we go. So they're just kind of going through the motion. You can keep your hands on them. So they would do like 10 reps of this, and now they're just kind of getting even further warm and ready for their deadlifts. The weights that I gave them, because they're strong, so this is like 70 pounds each, so this is about 140, 150 pound, so it's all kilograms, and I'm really bad at the times 2.2, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, it's about 140, 150 over here for her deadlift, and yeah, so that's 50, so it's about, you are a mathematician over there. Oh, that's right. By the way, Charlene is an actuary, and if you know what that is, which I called actualist for a minute, I'm so embarrassed. But she explained it. She does like all those equations on the board, like in, what's that show called? What is it called again? The Big Bang Theory. She's really smart. So basically just about 100-pound deadlifts. So, okay, so they're gonna now grab those. They finished their warm-up set, and now they're on to their actual deadlifts, and the workout can begin. And we'll just let them do a couple reps. This is not actually part of the warm-up, of course, but just for fun. Just clearly for fun. They're just like, damn it. Damn you, Liza. It's okay. I like putting them on the spot. It's very fun. Charlene's just like, why are you doing this to me? Would you like to trade with Akua?
This is impossible.
So you know what happens at Hourglass is we have these kettlebells over there that are 16 kilograms each. Those were our heaviest kettlebells, and they're like, Liza, get heavier kettlebells. So I got these ones, and then they said, Liza, get heavier kettlebells. So I got those ones, and then I got 88 pounds each, and then I got 100 pounds each, which you can see are the black ones in the corner over there if they happen to be in set. But they love it, can't you tell? They love the really heavy kettlebell. It's just her favorite. But then turn to the side. Look at the bums though. Look at what? All I say is worth it, worth it. Okay, so Akua, go ahead. So Akua's going with the 100-pound deadlift, boom! And chest is up, shoulders are back, and boom! Yes, and do it quarter angle, and boom! Do you see her bum and her muscles? They're just fantastic, I'm sorry. Chest up, shoulders back, feet slightly straddling the kettlebells, yes. I'm gonna come down and just hit it.
Just like that.
Yes, I'm doing air, but similar to that, yes.
Oh my God, come up.
Just safe, as long as your safe chest is up, you're good. I know you're strong.
Okay.
Professional basketball player,
No,
FYI.
Oh my
Yeah, girl. Woo! So this is like 160 pounds. She's doing fantastic. And bam, squeeze it. Yes, yes.
Oh my god. That's the workout, right?
That was they're done. They're done.
For the day.
That was fantastic. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a typical type of warm-up that we would do for an Hourglass session, which is a bit of release, a little bit of activation, a little bit of a warm-up, and then you go into that leg day and you get all of the booty gains, all of them. Please thank Charlene and Akua who did that warm-up for you. They were amazing. Give them some love in the comments below. And we'll be putting out videos every single week, so I hope you guys subscribe so you don't miss out any of the fun. And that's all. That's all I have to say. Say thanks. I don't know why. Bye.